All right, we're joined by Indiana, and we will start with opening comments from Coach Woodson, and then we'll go to the student athletes. So, Mike?
Well, you got to give Oregon and their group a lot of credit because they come all the way across country and they played great tonight. It's a tough loss. I thought we competed in stretches, but we just couldn't finish it. And they were the better team tonight, I thought.
Okay, please raise your hands, and we'll get the microphone to you right in front. Jeff?
Jeff Rabb, johnspeaks.com. For Trey and Malik, one of the things you guys struggled with this year, scoring droughts that hit 4 minutes or so. What do you think were the issues when those droughts came, in certain games?
Trey?
I would just say just not executing. There's a lot of times where, even today, there was just some missed execution opportunities that we had. So just got to be able to clean up on that, and that's the biggest thing.
Malik?
Yeah, I think when we go in our little scoring droughts, it's definitely just execution. We got to go out there and execute the play at a high level, and we failed to do that in a couple of stands, and they got steals, blocks, etc., and then they came down court and was able to execute on their side. So we got to be able to execute and then defend on our side too.
Right here, Tom.
Tom Bruce, Sports Illustrated, Indiana. Trey, you guys just had the 59 points tonight too, and Oregon guys went in there and mentioned that just having played you guys last week, that defensive preparation for them, they felt like they had a good handle on what you were doing. Were you guys finding looks hard to come by? Shot only 36% from the field.
Malik, we'll start with you.
I don't think it was just because we were getting open shots. We had plays at the basket. We missed a couple bunnies, so I don't think it was just not having the shot. We just got to be able to have confidence and know we're going to put the ball in the rim every time we shoot the ball. So I think that was the case on them.
Trey?
Yeah, I think just, they're a good defensive team. But I think, like I said, just being able to finish around the rim, we had a lot of open, easy looks that we normally make, and we didn't. And then, 50% from the free throw line, we didn't shoot the free throw well. Or same thing from three. So it's just being able to make shots and, like you said, shooting with confidence.
Right here in the front.
Zach Browning, thehoosier.com. Trey, it seemed like a lot of times in that second half you guys had it down to one possession, 1 or 2 points. Kind of what led to not being able to finally get over that and get through that and take that lead in that second half?
Yeah, we're right in it, and multiple times we kept cutting the lead, but you got to give them credit. They were able to make big time shots, but just like I said, the execution on defense, we just had some miscues that we can't have, and like I said, they made some tough ones, but just got to give them credit.
Questions? Jack?
Jack Ebling, Drive with Jack, and Press Pass, Malik and Trey. I saw you beat the Big Ten champion on their court. Can you make the case to the selection committee why Indiana should get a bid to the NCAA tournament?
Malik, we'll start with you.
Well, I think we should be in the tournament because we got some big solid wins, not only against Michigan State, but, we got Purdue at home, and then we swept OSU too. So I think we had some solid wins, and we also had some not bad losses, but we had some good losses where it came down to the wire, and we couldn't get over that hump. But I feel like they give us a chance. We'll try to make a run in the tournament and give it all every time we step on the court.
Trey?
Yeah, we know that we should be a tournament team, and there's a lot of opportunity for that. And I think just those crucial losses that we had that were just so tight, one possession games. So, but the way we've been playing the last month and a half, we've been playing like a tournament team. And I just think us just coming together and finding ways to get better. We haven't played our best basketball until now, so I think it's been good.
Anything else for the student athletes? Thanks, fellas.
Good job.
And then we'll continue with Coach Woodson. Raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. Bob, right here.
Bob Kravitz with Indianapolis Monthly. Same question. Can you make the case, a good case, for why you guys belong in the NCAA tournament?
I think we're playing some of our best basketball. Tonight or this afternoon wasn't an indication of how we've been playing. We've been very competitive. Even in the games that we've lost, when I go back to the Maryland game at home, the UCLA game, the Michigan game at home, they're all competitive, 1 or 2 possession games. Beating Purdue, had a shot to beat Purdue at their spot. So we've had a lot of close games that we just weren't able to make the play here or there. But these last 2 weeks, I think we've been playing some pretty damn good basketball. And again, I got to give Oregon a lot of credit because, again, they played well today.
Tom, and then we'll go to Zach. Go ahead, Tom.
Tom Bruce, Sports Illustrated, Indiana. Mike, you'd give up 10 straight points in the loss to them just a week ago, and then they went on a 10-0 run to end the first half and then a 16-5 run to end the game. Like, is there one thing you can pinpoint as to why those sort of stretches and droughts happen to you guys?
Well, we've had them off and on in this 8 game stretch. We haven't had our defense has been the one that has carried us. But you got to give them credit. I thought right before the half that was a big momentum builder for them, and then we regrouped. We came out after the half, and we were back in the ball game, and it's just the little things. We missed 2 front ends of a 1-and-1. A 2 possession game. Those are huge, and they come down and they make us pay for it on both possessions. So I mean. I tip my hat to our guys because they have been competitive these last 2-3 weeks and has put us in position to even be talking about a tournament bid.
Zach
Osterman, Indianapolis Star. Mike, I guess to follow on that, whether it's talking about this game or you're talking about a lot of these close losses, how do you keep this team focused when they are kind of getting themselves to those moments and just not quite getting over the hump, whether it's the string of close losses you talked about, or it's a game like this where you get a lot of shots at the rim, you force a lot of turnovers, you just can't quite create enough off of those moments?
Well, they have been focused. We were dead in the water 2.5 weeks ago, so they have been focused. When you go 5 out of your last 7 games, and the Big Ten is no joke. I mean, we ended up winning 10 out of the 20 games. We expected more this season, but we didn't get it done. But coming down this home stretch, this team hasn't quit, and they've been very, very competitive.
Right back here.
Zion Brown, IUBB. Mike, when you're be done at the end of the season and you're not quite sure what the selection committee is going to decide on Sunday, just how does this weigh on you these next few days, not knowing what's next?
All I'm concerned about is the players. It's not really about me. It's been a good run since I've been here, and I'm just hoping that it's not over with yet. But I'll spend time with our players until the selection committee, makes a decision on what they're going to do. So I'll still be in Bloomington.
Questions, please. Right, Jack in front.
Jack Ebling, Drive with Jack, and Press Pass. Mike, shooting percentages today not up to standard, 36-2, 25, and 50. Any idea why, and did you like the looks you were getting?
No, I thought they had a lot to do with it, although we missed a lot of chippies around the rim with Ballo and Malik. I thought that was a big difference. When they're not leaving Goody and Mack and giving you the looks that sometimes we've been accustomed to getting with those 2 guys, you got to make plays around the rim. And, again, a 2 possession game. We missed 2 front ends of a 1-and-1. That was that was huge. I mean, I thought that was, after getting back in it, that was a big difference in the game because they made us pay both possessions back down the court offensively where we couldn't get to stop.
Anything else for Coach? Yeah, right in the back. We'll take a couple more.
Todd Golden with Hoosiers on SI. Mike, how do you feel like this team was under a lot of pressure throughout the season, whether it's the pressure to win, the pressure to stop losing, however you want to put it, external pressures? How do you feel like this team handled it through the course of the season and you know, as you may continue playing?
All basketball seasons are dealt with ups and downs. It's just a part of the sport. You know, I've been doing this a long time, and I've seen it go all kinds of ways. I've seen it go in your favor sometimes, like we've had this season, ups and downs. But when I look at how we've been competing the last 2.5, 3 weeks, I tip my hat to our guys because they could have thrown in the towel, and they didn't. And it hadn't been easy for them based on what we've gone through as a team. But I'm still pushing for the committee to see fit to put us in if they do. And if they do, we'll prepare and get ready for that.
We'll take two more. Dave?
Yes, Coach. Dave Reinhardt, WCBK Radio. When the Oregon players were out, they said one of the things they looked at your stats and saw Luke Goody, no doubt a very good shooter percentage-wise and all that, and they definitely wanted to shut him down, which they're very successful at doing. And also your comment on that of Luke's play today and Anthony, 8 rebounds out there for your senior guard.
No, I thought Anthony could, he's been competing extremely well. Goody just didn't, he didn't get very many looks tonight. And I wouldn't leave him either, the way they defended tonight and forced us to make plays inside, which I thought, we got the ball inside and had opportunities, but we just came up short. I didn't think Ballo and Malik played particularly well. I mean, they carried some of the load, but I just thought some of the chippy shots that they missed around the rim were for huge in a low-scoring game like this.
And right here.
Coach. Josh Pose, thehoosier.com. Do you feel like you need to campaign for your team the next couple days to the committee?
Well, I'm going to always campaign for my team. That's how much I love my team. Like I said earlier, we're playing some of our best basketball. And I don't think that there's a team in the country we can't beat if we come compete, ready to play and compete for 40 minutes. We've had a lot of dry spots this season, but here of late we've been playing some pretty good basketball. I don't think today's game is an indication of how we've been playing the last 2.5, 3 weeks.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.